What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. The last 1 year, Fat Joe has come under criticism, especially from the historic African-American community that is now known by some as hashtag FBA Foundational Black Americans. Now, before this, it wasn't really a problem. Fat Joe was hosting the BET Awards, but then a beef came about when Puerto Ricans such as him were saying that they were as equally as responsible in the Bronx for starting hip hop, right? And that is exactly how Fat Joe got into it with some of the FBA brothers on Twitter. And then he went over to Math Hoffa's podcast where he said this.
These rumors were made by radical black racists. Let's just say that, okay? It's a group of these guys that don't want to hear Jamaican, don't want to hear Guyanese, they don't want to hear a black guy that ain't down with them. Right? So their job is to criticize anybody who don't look like them or who ain't Black American.
Who are these guys?
You want me to say their name? We're going to give them too much clout.
I mean...
The FBA, Foundational Black Authority, whoever the these broke is.
Now, of course, after saying this, it was all bad. It was a lot of problems for Fat Joe. A lot of people were coming after him. He went to Chicago. Allegedly, he was booed there in Chicago. And then now he has some other issues.
So in case you don't know, Fat Joe is currently suing his ex-hype man because he says that he defamed him by calling him a PDF. He is alleging that this is simply just a money grab on the hype man's behalf because he is trying to extort Fat Joe for some more money, and Fat Joe is saying, no, you're not getting it. Now, allegedly, this man says he ghost wrote some songs for Fat Joe, and he wants more money for it. It's important to note that the same lawyer who is representing a couple of the victims against Diddy, Tyrone Blackburn, that he's also representing this man. And Tyrone Blackburn does not have a good reputation in the legal community, apparently. He is known for going after people without a lot of evidence to back it up. So, just want to mention that. This is going to be everyone's new game plan. You don't like someone? Say they're a PDF. That's what they're going to do. Kendrick Lamar has made a mockery out of that term. And now it's going to be hard for real victims who are real victims of PDFing. It's going to be hard for them to come out.
These allegations come from his former hype man, Terrance Dixon, all right? Now, Dixon's attorney, Tyrone Blackburn, also is one of these guys that just allegedly comes after rappers, very similar to what is going on with Shannon Sharpe and Tony Busby. And at first, this wasn't extortion and defamation plot, all right? So at first, what they were saying is Dixon was saying that I basically worked as a ghostwriter and an unaccredited vocalist on several tracks between 2006 and 2009, and he wanted to be paid for it. Well, Fat Joe's team was like what? They didn't even waste their time acknowledging this claim. And once he didn't acknowledge the claim, Dixon and the lawyer started basically threatening him and saying that, Fat Joe likes underage women. All right. Now, court documents say they sent a second letter threatening to shoot Fat Joe unless he handed over $20 million. All right. Now, Dixon also posted online that Fat Joe was flying a 16-year-old girl across state for booty clapping, tagging a photo with Joe with Diddy and DJ Khaled, basically saying that's guilty by association. I would like to go over this particular Instagram post, and I believe that strategy is Mr. Dixon himself. And he says this: Lil Joe or Little Joey Cap doing his pedo dance. He's diving looking for little girls. Fat Joe, you a sucker. And then somebody else comes and says, Fat Joe was done in the dark, always come to the light. You being called a P-Doe and still don't defend yourself or even say it's a lie. Is that the reason you wanted Hassan Campbell silenced when he was exposing Africa Bambaataa official? Y'all jiggas need to be locked up. All right. Now, this was posted on 2023, so there are some allegations there. And now, as far as Blackburn, he's known as an attorney for using messy lawsuits to take down famous people, just like Tony Busby. And I'm gonna be honest, I kind of really don't believe this. And again, Fat Joe has sent, Blackburn a cease and desist letter. It's the same thing that Jay-Z did to Tony Busby. But I just really want to talk about, as far as many of the black men out there that are really understanding that it's a really twofold game. Right now in America, I mean, I understand it's not like it was in my granddad's time where you can earn $3,000 in a year. You could buy a house for $4,000, right? That was in the 50s. But what you're seeing right now is so much opportunity in Black America, in America in general. I think that this might be one of the easiest times, at least to earn money, to work from home, to do a lot of different things. These are the opportunities out there right now to scale in business, do a lot of great, powerful things. The opportunity is there now. What is the problem though? The problem is now you got so many people in the game that if you get on, they're trying to hit you with money. And then look at what's going on with Shannon Sharp. This young lady, Gabriella Zuniga, invited him over for a clap session. This is how dirty the game is. He goes over there as a dummy. He goes over there, he claps the cheeks up. He don't even know that he's being recorded, family. Like, this is the truth. He doesn't even know that he's being recorded. Then obviously he has this whole situation going on with the young lady, saying, this, that, and the third. And basically, I'm gonna choke you if you don't do this. And I'm gonna choke you if you don't do that. And all they're doing, even though it's role playing, they're using that for, leverage to say, hey, you sued me. Think about how many times men talk to women like that you're sleeping with. Oh, I'm gonna clap your cheeks real hard the next time I see you. I'm gonna go deep, or whatever y'all be saying to them. And that's just, normal sex talk for most people that you're involved with. Could be even your wife, right? But then now, what are we dealing with? We are dealing with somebody that's going to say, this is offensive, okay? This is offensive. This person is doing X, Y, and Z, and I'm scared for my life. And hey, we got this. And if you don't do it, if you don't do it, we're gonna put this situation, basically out about you. And we're gonna put it out there, and the video gonna be out there, and we're gonna take you down because you got money. And I think now, in this time, men gotta be very, very concerned about, look, okay, we need to really, as men, not be showing what we have. This is not the time to be out here trying to let everybody know what you got, trying to impress these chicks. This is absolutely not the time, okay? It's absolutely not the time. I beg of you. It's really not, all right? And so once we know what the game is, when you're a successful guy, you gotta know that they're coming after you. You gotta know that. You gotta know that people want what you have, will say anything. And Fat Joe, he might be disrespectful towards FBA. He actually was, but I don't think he did this. I ain't gonna support him or anything because of what he said, but I don't think he did this. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, Usher Jackson, back at it again. Another episode of The Celebrity Junk. What you for all that you do, subscribe to the bell. We're out.